Umpire holds it aloft. We'll get it to the at least to the for the clubs. Up they go. Street gets up high, knocks it down to Kane Smith. Kane Smith round the body with the left, puts it out in front of Prismal. He's got 2 to beat, wrapped up by Tommy Stewart. Wiseman's lurking. Matt Taylor, does he get one high? The umpire missed that one. The umpire circling says, give it to me. Can hear the what about the head coming from Matty Kershaw, and he did get one high. Up they go. Street thumps it out into the path of Jimmy Allen, but it goes over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in. 11-2-68 South Barwon lead. Lara 6-9-45. Boundary umpire tosses it in. Street front spot, knocks it down. Schroeder gets one really high and stands up in the tackle, then plays on immediately, goes towards goal. He's got bounces off Prismal's head, I reckon that did. Bloomfield, did he throw it? I thought he might have got caught for turfing it out there. Comes out, Edwards. Loose ball out the back to Almars. Goes round the body, bouncing ball. Jack Shannon leads in the race. Can he keep it in? No, the boundary line's a winnie here. We'll have another throw in. Another lost opportunity for Lara there. As I think you made mention earlier, Nick, they seem to work so hard and waste it where South Barwon go down the other end and go bang. It's just been the difference, just the way that South Barwon have finished off better. Yep. More polished. That's an ordinary throw in too. That's gained 20 metres to South Barwon, I reckon. Jimmy Allen, end of a row of handballs. Schroeder facing the wrong way. Umpire says throw it in. Good effort there from Schroeder and Bloomfield. Actually, no, it was Josh Smith. So we'll have another throw in. Heads it towards the centre again. Street knocks it down into the path of Dan Roy for South Barwon. Gets one high, says the umpire. Play on's a call. Westwood goes towards Mitch McKee, puts one hand up. Sableach tries to crash his way through. Darcy Hanson's got hold of it. Lara player, can't quite make out who it is. And the umpire says it might be McCormick, I think, and it is. I'll have a ball up. Oh, what are they? Just about on the paint of the 50, I reckon they are there, Nick. Street thumps it. Only as far as Sam Allen. Sam Allen's comes across to Kane Smith. He's in turn, goes across to Jimmy Allen. Good kick, pinds up Mitch Day. They're playing on quickly. Kane Smith finds his teammate there, and David Stratton stretches it out to Bloomfield. He's on the... Oh, that was a hamstring. He worked hard to get to that, didn't he? I reckon that was a hamstring strainer. Bloomfield quickly goes into Schroeder. Good spot. Takes the mark, plays on immediately.
How do they can't keep doing that. That's brilliant work there from Bloomfield to, as we saw, put the burners on, get out to it. Finds his teammate and then he just wastes it.
Yep. A lot of hard work for little reward from the Lara boys today. Almars goes over the line.
A little bit of luck starting to go Lara's way, perhaps.
So they'll have a ball up. Where's Street? You need to get in there, Streety, I would have thought. The extra tall in there right at the top of the goal square would have been an advantage to them, surely. But it's going to be left up to Mitch Day. He wants the third man up for South Barwon here. Guaranteed. Up they go. Oh, didn't happen. Mitch Day flicks it out to Taylor. Ducking his head was Reece Woods, I think that was. Comes out to Scarlett, who's happy to see it. Just go over the boundary line for a minor score. Another rushed behind to Lara. Scarlett, he won't go over the line. Goes out to L. Mars, but he doesn't. He goes to Buckland. Goes past Mars. Buckland at half back. Now he goes to Mars. Takes the short kick. Mars looking around. Scarlett's calling for it. He's decided not to. Then goes down the line. Stavanuta and Street. Neither player gets it and it goes out of bounds. The Ladgrave was calling for out in the full. I don't know how it can be out in the full. It's bounced in the field of play.
They'll try anything sometimes.
Yep. Boundary umpire. Toss it in. Stavanuta works hard to get to the front. Kane Smith at ground level. Wrapped up by his opponent there in John Joel. And the umpire had come in and said, give it a meet, we'll have a ball up. This Retired policeman, apparently, this umpire.
Apparently.
Yes.
From Footscray.
Mitch McKee gets wrapped up in the tackle. What's he going to do? No, not doing anything.
One thing Lara have done well today is their tackling pressure has been fantastic.
Yep. Umpire tosses it up. Street knocks it clear. Jimmy Allen's the target. He's wrapped up in a tackle straight away by Kirby. Oh,
that's filthy. You don't not want to see that. That would go and report, you would reckon.
Didn't see what happened.
Number 3, who was it?
Reese Woods.
Woods just ran through and just elbowed him straight in the face.
I don't know if he knows where he is. Josh Smith goes with the footy, and just keep an eye on him there, Nick. Oh, Tom Stewart put his hands on Mitch Day's back. That's a free kick every day of the week. Ordinary decision, umpire. Back down the line. Good spoil. Kept in play by Stratton. Kirby doesn't get... Probably he should have got one high too. So neither player getting there. This is where these sort of games can get ugly, when the umpiring starts to lose a bit of control.
Absolutely.
Boundary umpire throws it in. Big Street knocks it clear. Reese Woods leads in the race. Wrapped up with Jimmy Allen. Woods, he's gone. Tackle there by... It's a bit. This is games heating up, let me tell you. Jimmy Allen goes out into the middle. Jack Shanahan plays on. Got it at the top of the 50-yard. Goes into the path. Finds his Dylan Jose. Takes the mark. 30 out. This gets him back within 15 points if he kicks this.
And look fired up, Lara. It's good. It's good to see a bit of... starting to show a bit of heart in this quarter.
Yep. Dylan Jose comes in. Man on the mark. Goal umpire running.
Oh, another point.
Another behind.
Just kicking themselves out of this game.
6 goals, 12 to 11 goals, 2. So 18 scoring shots to 13. Scarlett's got it in the back pocket. Likes to direct traffic. Goes down the line. Oh, surprised everyone. Street has to go in and do the roving work. Then does he dish it out? No. Umpire circling. He says, give it to me.
Jeez, he takes a long time to call those. You're not sure what he's going to call. No. That's good. There, Big Streety getting down, getting his hands on it.
Yeah, well, no one else was doing it, so he had to do it. Kane Smith loses his footing. Trying to crash his way through there was Woods. Oh, almost a throw. Comes out to Welv. Welv goes wide. There he is again, Jose. Jose smothered the kick this time, though. Scarlett picks up the crumbs. Gets it over to his teammate in Edwards. Edwards goes wide. Bouncing ball. Puts it out. Oh, in front of the running Tommy Stewart. Gets it forward. Wells forces his teammate under the ball. Oh, good defensive work there. Looked like... Oh, Elliott's ball comes out. 1-on-1. Out it comes Mitch McKee. Fends them off. Dishes off the handball. Comes across to his... Mitch Fisher has been very good. Great kick for goal. Oh, Welv decides I'll just fist it through.
Just not enough on it. And that, what a fist there.
I'll just fist that through. Would
have even been the double fist, I reckon.
Yeah, intensity getting a little bit from both sides. It's lifting a bit.
Good to see.
So minor score to South Barwon, 11-3 now. They lead Lara 6 goals, 12.
Well, that's what, 14 scoring shots to 18, and it's 21 point lead to South Barwon.
Jimmy Allen kicks out, finds McCormick. Little short one. He goes, puts his teammate under pressure in Welv. Takes the mark, goes to the outer side, finds Kane Smith, who's had plenty of it today. He goes around to the contest of Prismal. Goes to ground, comes out the back. Edwards it is. Down the line. Oh, good mark to Mitch McKee. Must have been just inside the field of play there, Nick. He's
play on.
Decides to dish it over to Edwards again. Edwards across to Kirby. Kirby with the left. Wobbly old left foot kick. Hanson leads in the race and it's knocked over the boundary line. Right under the scoreboard that reads South Barwon 11-3-69 to Lara 6-12-48. Important game in terms of what's going on elsewhere, because Colac have hit back 6-10-46 lead, Geelong West 5-5-35. They're going to an 11-point lead. Could well make a transition into the finals as... Who was that? That was John Joel had a flying shot.
I think even if Lara lose and Colac win, I think Lara staying on percentage.
On percentage,
and that's
okay.
A big loss for Lara and a big win for Colac.
Yeah, well, it doesn't look like either of those happening. Jimmy Allen again. Spots up Prismal. Prismal changes right across the ground and goes to Ladgrove. Ladgrove's got it. He decides to go back and finds his teammate in Jack Shanahan, who has a bounce right across in the goal face. Comes out. Lara defender can't quite make out who that is. Ends up ditching off by hand to Kane Smith. I'll pick him up in a second. He then goes to Jack Shanahan, bouncing ball. Needs to find a teammate. Oh, it's not. He's found Ladgrove, but it hasn't gone the required distance. He in turn goes to Prismal, and Prismal takes the mark. Quickly plays on, gives it over to Sam Allen. Sam Allen should have got Josh Smith, but he didn't. Tommy Stewart comes through. Stavanuta got his head over the footy, then Taylor's over the top of him. Loose ball, Sam Allen gets it out to Josh Smith. In turn, gives it over to Green. Green gives it over to his... tried to give it to Prismal. McCormick at the bottom of that where Dan Roy was there. Joel John goes out, puts it in front of his teammate in Edwards. Jolie Edwards goes... Oh, his kick smothered. Well done. Loose ball. Jimmy Allen. What can he do with it? Gives it to big Straighty. Straight gives it across to Prismal. Prismal with that left. What's he going to do? Goes down the line. Looking for Green. Bouncing ball. Can he keep it in? He's got to get around Dan Roy. Does so. Short kick. He's found the big fellow in Mitch Day. If he gets quickly, Schroeder's the target. Josh Smith. Also Kirby there. Kirby knocks it over to Scarlett. Wrestle it 40 out from the Lara free kick.
Cool.
High.
Sure about that.
High on... Is it Maddie Scarlett? Yep. Maddie Scarlett takes a relieving free, who then goes to Buckland. Buckland. Down the line he goes. Wells almost drags it in. Can't quite hang on. Good pick up by Mitch McKee. McKee goes with that left. Spearing pass, and he finds Hanson. Hanson was going to play on, but decided to go back for his kick now. He got his teammate there. Oh, good kick and a good take from Jordan Duncan. He'll line up for the 12th goal and his 4th. As Street and Josh Smith come off for a rest. We're getting a real look at what South Barwon are made of here, as I can't even find the goal umpire. Minor score. Minor score to Jordan Duncan. He's first behind. First blemish. That's his first blemish for the day. Jimmy Allen again doing the kicking out. He goes wide. Mitch McKee had it and then dropped it. Got wrestling with Schroeder at ground level. Umpire, where are you? Make a decision of some sort.
I think he just said give it to me, has he?
Yep, he said give it to me and we'll have a ball up. Right in front of that scoreboard, 11-5-71 to 6-12-48. Up Neurith goes, knocks it clear. Comes over to Prismal. Kane Smith down the line, tries to find Green. Can he keep it in? No, umpire says it's out of bounds, touched. So we'll have a throw in right on centre wing, far side. 48 plays 71. Oh, that another. You must hook him that boundary because it's gone the other way again. Jimmy Allen does very good. Taps it to himself. Finds his teammate in Green. Daniel Green goes along. Oh, comes back to Prisma with the left. Who got the crumbs? Puts it in front of Bloomfield. 1, 2, 3. No mark, says the umpire. Beamans goes with the loose ball out in the direction of his teammate in Trent Richards. Doesn't take the mark. Comes back to Jimmy Allen. He in turn to Kane Smith. Kane Smith's handball intercepted by Wiseman, who knocked it down to Kirby. They go on the outer side. Finish up with Mitch McKee. Takes a good mark over his head. McKee finds his teammate. He did a very good effort there from Trent Richards. Then He finds... Have a guess who he's found. Have a look at it, Nick Brown. Was going to happen all day. He's found Matty Scarlett.
He loves getting forward, Matty.
Yeah, Matty Scarlett lining up for his first goal.
No, not too often though you'll see him have a set shot. He normally gets it on the run and kicks it on the run. But he snuck forward and taken the grab here.
He's only 5 metres out. There's not a chance he'll miss this. Straight through the middle to Matty Scarlett. And have no doubt he'll really enjoy that. And if Ian Tompkins was here, he'd say that'll go in his book.
And it's a bit too late to go in the book, isn't it?
Yeah. He'll have to write a second one.
Well, the attention the first one's getting, I think there might be a second one.
Yeah, he's pretty happy.
Back.
Pretty happy. His mates in Wiseman and Buckland are all having a good old laugh with him.
Puffing a bit, isn't he?
He is puffing a bit, the old Scarlo. Yeah. Maybe he's not doing all the sessions he used to do when he was at Geelong, because he wouldn't have been puffing if he'd done that at Geelong. Good to see. Fantastic. Up they go. Neurath and Foot. Foot actually wins that. Schroeder sharks it. Gives it across to Kane Smith. Scarlett amongst it again. Traps it. Gives off the handball. Cross to Mars. Mars Little gives intercepted by Sam Allen. Sam Allen's kicks a wobbly old thing. Picked off by Schroeder, I think that is. That's just got wrapped up in the tackle. And we'll have a ball up. No, it wasn't Schroeder. It was Hopper. Right at the back of the square. Between the square on Neurath. Gets up Foot. Down to Kane Smith. Bouncing ball. Leading in the race is Bloomfield. Can he pick it up? Can he keep it in? Oh, he did. He kept it in for Tommy Stewart, who runs onto it, then goes down the line and finds his teammate that's Toby Prendergast. That's the first time I called him, I think.
Yeah, he's been quiet.
Gets it over. Bouncing ball. Over to Richards, Richards gets the hands off to Westwood. Westwood in turn. Goes back to Prendergast. Prendergast kick forward. Free kick by the looks. He's paid the free to
SouthBarwon.
Yeah, Jordan Duncan for a push.
Was it there? I missed it.
Oh, he definitely stumbled forward, and I'm guessing that's why he stumbled forward, because he got pushed. So Duncan, who has kicked 3-1 for the day, surely won't miss this. This will be his fourth for certain. 4 goals, 1 to Jordan Duncan. And that is SouthBarwon's 13th goal. 13-5 is, what's that? 78, 83. 83 lead 48, 6-12, 48. So we finally have it level pegging as far as scoring shot goes. 13-5 to 6-12.
Lara have been pretty good today, keeping in contact with SouthBarwon. They haven't been able to get too far away, maybe 2 or 3 goals at most, but they're starting to push on a bit now.
West have come back 5 points, that margin. Good fist over the top there from Wiggle. And a free kick for a trip goes to Sam Allen, goes to brother Jimmy. Jimmy goes wide to Kane Smith. He's been pretty good for him today, Kane Smith.
He's been very good.
Smith, centre forward, finds Jose.
He's also been good.
Yes. Jose,
Especially
45. Out goes Kane Smith direction. Probably needed to go a bit deeper than that. Got 3 to beat.
SouthBarwon
Dan Roy, in a lot of trouble. That's Al Mars on the deck. Mitch McKee takes a mark, running back with the flight. Good mark. Got it on the outer wing as I keep my eye out. One eye on that, one eye on Al Mars. Mitch McKee with that left foot. Where's he? He gets around the man on the mark. Then gives it across to Buckland. Buckland goes across to Joel Chan, sorry. Then goes back and gets it, the old 1-2. Centre of the ground. Pops it up. Target. Oh, good mark by McCormack. Umpire's paying the push. Goes out wide. Jimmy Allen has it. Half back. Goes down to Kane Smith, the link player. Gets it over to Green. Can he make it? Yes, he does. He's got big street. He goes past him. Low burning kick to Bloomfield. Gets around his opponent in Beamans. Has a bounce. Kicks it end over end. And yes, he's got it.
Just one of those players, Bloomfield. He just backs himself in, doesn't he? You'd see, shrug the tackle, got around him, even have the confidence to have a bounce and then kick it, end over end, as you said, along the ground, which coaches aren't always a big fan of.
No, they just don't know. There's just an element where it can just bounce either way. Mars him to strife here.
I think it might be his arm. I think he landed on it funny, but he might have been at head as well.
Yeah.
He still looks like he's holding that right arm.
Yeah, I'll have to. Got a few on the injured list, the Swans, so we'll have to see how they come out of this. 7-12-54 Lara. They trail South Barwon 13-5-83. As just looking around the grounds, Leopold at home 16-4-100 over St Joey's 7-7-49. 51 points up. They're home.
It's a bit of a surprise.
Grovedale 21 points up on St Albans. Up they go. Stavanuta, Big Sammy gets it onto the boot. It's marked, is it, by Stretton? Plays on, give it to Jimmy Allen, gets around one, then dummies the handball, then goes to Kane Smith. In turn, he finds Jose again. Good work. Goes to centre half forward. Bloomfield got him.
That's 50. Surely that's 50.
That is 50 every day of the week, umpire.
But he's not gonna. That is absolute rubbish.
That is 50. It's these umpires. Look, I don't want to sound like an umpire basher, but they need to sit down and watch this and go, yes, that was wrong. I made a blue.
Well, the defender wasn't even in the contest.
No, that was 50 every day of the week.
Bloomfield's marked it and he's just pushed him over.
Yep.
He's probably kicking anyway, but it would have been a certainty.
Yeah, just not on. In he comes, Bloomfield, for back-to-back goals, and gets it. That's his fifth.
So in the end, it doesn't matter, but the point is that should have been a 50. They've probably been robbed of about 3 today, Lara.
Try to get it right. Yeah, you might be right. But the umpiring, if this is... I would have thought they'd be sending their quality umpires out here today. This is a fairly high-profile game.
I don't know if you look at it as a positive or a negative, but the youngest umpire out there today has been the best before.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
So I don't know if that's a positive going forward or if it's
well,
a negative.
I think it is a positive in that he hasn't paid ridiculous free kicks, but
just calls it what's there.
Yeah, that was just silly though. That's even the kid umpire on the under-18s would have known that was a free 50 metres. Taking the mark, clearly not in the contest, then shoves him over 50 metres every day of the week.
It's frustrating even for us.
I think you should write that in your column.
8-12 will be telling me to write that.
8-12-60, 23-point margin here. Up they go. Stavanuta wins it. Then has to go back and get it himself. Crashing his way through is Buchanan Hun. Gets it over by hand to Mitch Fisher. He goes over to knocked clear of Jimmy Allen's in there. Gets it over to Mitch Day.
Just kick it long, Mitch.
Lukey Buckland sort of not quite executed. Oh, sorry, I thought Big Street taking the big hang. I was watching Bloomfield to come over the big leap.
You could see him and he waited, but it just wasn't there for him. And Big Street, he's just a big tower of a man.
This is 3 in a row for Lara if he kicks this.
Could have been an interesting last quarter.
Yes, bring it back to...
Is it Jose? Is that what we're going with? We're saying his name. He's been fantastic.
Yeah, Jose.
In this quarter.
I've been told that's what he's called.
Massive
Street gets
quarter.
very close to the man on the mark. Goal umpire doesn't move. That's a goal. He's got his second, the Big Streety.
Pretty reliable kick, Streety, when he gets a chance.
He's a good kick at goal. I don't know whether... I reckon Bloomfield stayed down because he spotted Street there and thought, well, Streety's got this covered. I'm just looking at Matt Taylor warming up. He looks like a totally different man.
Does he still kick the Wolfman?
No, I can't. I think he's lost it.
It's just back to Matt Taylor.
Yeah. Yep.
Bit more chappy-like now, isn't he?
He's a bit, yeah. 17-point margin. They're back in it, Lara. 9-12 to 13-5. Back in the middle we go. Oh, Newirth goes up early. Jimmy Allen gets wrapped up. Newirth gets it round the body. Mitch Day got...
Oh, Mitch Day.
And plays on immediately off his knees. Oh, Kane Smith. Then across to Matt Taylor. Back to Stretton. Stretton's kick. Oh, Mitch Day didn't quite control the footy, but Stretton's got a free kick for being dumped after he got rid of it.
That Mitch Day took a great grab there, but
I don't know that he needed to handball so quickly.
On his knees.
Yeah, because where he took the mark, he was on the 50, and he get the 50. He's gone out to Bloomfield, puts one Duke up, goes back, gets the footy, then dives forward. I think he's playing for a free kick. He's not going to get one.
How can you? They've ignored the in the back, which he played for a little bit, but it was there, and then they've pinned hole on the ball. You got to let that go.
No, I think he did make an attempt to get it out, and I'm not a fan of people that play for free. So come on, lift your game there, Bloomy. What do you call him?
Just Bloomfield.
Donny, that's it. Bouncing ball to Hansen. Oh, Neurath came from nowhere, wrapped him up. Didn't like it either. Picked up by the Sablich. Sablich got Kane Smith on centre wing. They lifted here, Lara. He's got it, looking for a target.
Taylor's off already, isn't he?
Goes into centre, looking for McCormick. Good spoil by Wells. Dan Roy was claiming the mark, but it was from a fist. Comes over to Scarlett. Scarlett by hand. Dishes over. Ends up with Edwards. Goes to Westwood. Traps it. Loves this sort of stuff. Dodges. Weaves. Dishes back to Edwards again. Spots it up looking for Wells. Getting in, chipping in, taking a good mark. I thought it was McCormick, but I'm not quite sure. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Comes out to Stretton. The back pocket. He gives it over to Sablich. Sablich, he's got Neurath, but he's Buckland in. Hot pursuit. Oh, Neurath takes a good mark.
They put each other under pressure, Lara, with their kicks.
Oh, that was silly. That was silly. Sablich taking the handball off Neurath and then running. He had nowhere to go because he narrowed the gap between Neurath and the boundary line. Of course, Buckland was just going to force him over the line.
She's done a few silly things like that today, Lara.
Neurath knocks it down. Stretton all over his opponent in Woods, and he gets the free kick.
That one was probably there.
Reece Woods plays on to the top of the square. Oh, McCormick gets his hands on the footy. Dishes off a handball. Oh, no! Picked off!
Couldn't have picked a bit worse person. For
Jordan Duncan gets his fifth. Yeah, that was just stiff from Elliott. From McCormick. Just stiff there, and happened to be Jordan Duncan flying past. And of course, he made him pay. So it's back to 23 points.
Not a bad way to bring up your fifth goal, is it?
No.
This kid's gone out of the box now, Milky.
No, we've still got one here. I don't mind them. Those two here. Two of the little fan club. They're all right. Back in the middle. Up they go. Street and Stavanuta. Dan Roy gets one high from Schroeder. Oh, bouncing ball to Wiseman. Can he pick it up? Oh, that's a throw, yes. That's a throw. Green gives it off to Prismal. Prismal goes towards Mitch Day. Fisted away from him. No, sorry, it wasn't Mitch Day. There was Jose. Oh, trying to crash him, but that's gone. Yep, against Mitch Fisher there.
Lucky not to give the free kick away for the
bump.
The bump to his head, yeah.
David Stretton's taken the free. Goes forward. Bloomfield, this is set up. No, Tommy Stewart, lone hand.
Getting frustrated down there, Donny.
Yeah. Out he goes, the back he goes to Buckland. Buckland in turn goes over to Joel Edwards. Siren for three-quarter time. We're South Barwon 14-5-89. Lead Lara 9-12-66. Goal kickers for Lara. 2 to Peter Street. 1 to Mitch Day. 1 to Dylan Jose. And 5 to Shaden Bloomfield. For South Barwon, you've got singles to Mitch McKee, Trent Richards, Clinton Wells, Sammy Stavanuta, Matty Scarlett. 2 to Darcy Hansen and Mitch Fisher, and 5 to Jordan Duncan.
It's 5 straight to Bloomfield.
Yep.
I would have known that if I had written it down, Milky, but I'll take your stats, mate.
That's what we do, mate. That's how we write them down. And we'll take a break and come back with this exciting last quarter, and we'll just see where the rest of the competition is set. You're listening for this, let's hope, very competitive last quarter. Just quickly go around the grounds while we're waiting for these Warwick Nucky and his mates to get off the ground. St Mary's are 3 points up on Bell Park at three-quarter time. Colac are 17 points up on Geelong West at three-quarter time. Gee whiz, Newtown 64 points up on North Shore. Points up on St Albans, and Leopold absolutely smashing St Joey's by 51 points. Umpire throws the ball up to start this last quarter, but recalls it because it was no good.
It's a strange one, that Leopold South Barwon. South Barwon missing a few this week?
St Joey's, yeah, they are. They've got quite a few out. But that doesn't matter. They've got, once you get over, Street wins it, knocks it over to Kane Smith. Onto the running Sam Allen. Can he trap it? Goes to ground. Loose ball, back of the pack. Good work there from Fisher. Puts it back into the centre of the ground where Dan Roy, should have 2 6-shooters either side of him, gets across to Mitch McKee. McKee, a mongrel floater. Puts it out in front of Buchanan Hun, who goes forward, and there he is, the man of the moment. Taken this game by storm. Has 5, lining up for number 6, and that is Jordan Duncan. It's only a youngster.
He is.
Yeah. Left footer to come in for goal number 6. 5-1 he's kicked, sorry. He has now kicked 5 goals, 2. Might have mozzed him by saying he's kicked 6-1. Got ahead of myself.
He's a bit like Lockie Howe from St Joey's. Just one of those ones that's just sort of come up this season and really shown plenty of promise.
Well, he is with Big Simo out for Joey's. Howe went off to the VFL and they got no ruckman. So the guys playing centre-half back and centre-half forward are having to do the ruck work. So that's always, especially against a very tall side in Leopold, they will be getting first due. Says the kick out in dispute. Good tackle there on the Mitch McKee. Spilt ball. Umpire says, give it to me. We'll ball that up. Was that Big Streety doing all that work at ground level? He's been good at ground level today, the big fella.
And he needs to. He needs to do more of that.
Yep. Wins a tap. Stavanuta does. Gets it on the boot quickly. Sableach puts it in front of Wells. Westwood. This is what he's famous for. Little Joshy Westwood.
He snuck that
goal. He's just so dangerous. The running goal sharpshooters, him and his brother, fantastic they are. And gets South Barwon's, let me see, because I've taken it down to be the 15th goal. It's 15-5-95. 15-6 it is, 96, according to the scoreboard.
I had 15-5.
Yeah, so... No, it's 6. It's 15-6. 96 to 9-12-66. 5 clear goals. Jimmy Allen wrestles out of the middle. Gets it over Jack Shanahan. In turn to Stretton to Kane Smith. It's intercepted by Kirby. Kirby gets it over to a teammate who wants to go on with it with Jimmy Allen. And in turn, he lets him up. He's Darcy Hanson, that is. So Jason Kirby gets the free. Puts it out in front of... good mark going back there is Welv. Goes wide. Gets Sam Allen. Keeps it in play. Then dishes off the handball to Kane Smith. Smith, down the line he goes. He waited on it, Jose. Has to better do something. He does very well with the one-on-one. Then the kick. Finds his teammate Prismal in the left, goes towards goal Prismal, but he's got bounced off Bloomfield's stomach. Gets around 1, gets around 2. He's good enough to get his 6th. Bloomfield.
It's just a freak.
It's a one-man show up forward. He is an absolute freak. I don't know what he's earning or what they do for him. You said it's his second job. Well, they better make sure they sign him up in a very long contract.
It was a little bit critical earlier in the year. The couple that when they come across some of the top sides, he was a bit quiet, but he's just been unbelievable in probably the second half of the season, as well as some of those earlier games.
Yep.
I think he's the goal kicking trophies is for keeping at the moment.
He has 70 to date. So
including the 6, or has that gone up to 76?
No, 70 counting the 6. That was his 70th goal just then.
Could get the ton.
Yes, he could. Be a stretch, but you never know. Up they go again. Street knocks it over to Jimmy Allen. That's been a case for most of the day. If it's not him, it's Kane Smith. Josh Smith. It's intercepted by Prendergast. Prendergast, Mitch McKee, fisted away. Kane Smith again. Jimmy Allen again. Jack Shanahan got one high. No, nothing doing, says the umpire. Across to Kane Smith. He goes looking for Big Mitch Day. Puts up the Dukes. Looking for the push and got it. Got one. Matty Kershaw's flabbergasted that he's got. Didn't expect the free kick. Mitch Day the man on the mark would be standing on the 50, I reckon. Maybe even a fraction outside the 50. As we know, he's a good kick of the footy. Coming in for his second. He has got plenty of it, but it's just drifting off. And it's his fourth behind. 1 goal, 4 to Big Mitch. A goal there would have been handy.
It's the positive is that he's had more of an involvement this week. He's been a big target for him. He just hasn't been able to finish, unfortunately.
So Buckland goes wide, finds Scarlett, who just decides, he just is the general of the back line. It goes wide. Oh, Sam Allen didn't get a fist on it. Comes over the back. Down the line, a bit of a shove there. Did he get that one? He did. It's 2 in a row. Jordan Duncan gave away the kick there. Free kick to Lara. Down the line he goes. Mark taken by Schroeder. Schroeder got it from Ladgrove. He's going to go back to him. Ladgrove has the ball, goes wide. Got Jack Shanahan. Jack doesn't let him down. Goes across to McCormack. McCormack takes the mark. On centre wing. He's gone in the Bloomfield direction. Wiseman has a sit here. Knocks it clear. Josh Smith turns around, wrapped up in the tackle and thrown over the boundary line.
Holding the ball. Oh, and Matty Kershaw not happy about that one. I know he turned into trouble, but I don't think he had a prior to get rid of it, did he?
I think he turned into trouble and was dragged over the boundary line straight away. I don't know if he had the time to do anything other than that. Up over the top goes Darcy Hanson. The push goes to Wells, though, instead of against McCormack. Wells wheels around, drives it long. Ladgrove has a look, fists it away. Down into the path of Jack Shanahan, as Mitch McKee did beat. Out the back coast. Oh, get good use of the body there, because that Jordan Duncan was away, but a good push from Ladgrove, that was. I was trying to work out who that was.
He's a reasonable size, Duncan, but he's not massive, is he?
No.
I mean, he's still such an influence up forward.
Sucking in the big ones at the moment. Street and Wells wrestle. Knocked it in the path of Mitch McKee. Tries to get around 1, to get around 2. The umpire says, no, you had
advantage, surely.
Oh, no, he's called it back. Free kick to Jack Shanahan. Being called by Schroeder here. Takes the mark, plays on immediately. Gets it to Mitch Day, who marks it almost between wing and half back. Goes long, just picked out Wiseman by the look of it. Wiseman in his 150th. An elite club, apparently.
Apparently so.
Takes the mark at half
back. Their thing. That's what Lara have done all day. Mitch Day did the hard work, led up the ground, took the mark, yet goes back and kicks it straight to a South Barwon opponent.
Yep. Wiseman takes a bounce, gets around 1. Dan Roy takes a mark, spins, plays on straight away. Kick is a wobbly one. Bouncing ball. McCormack. Wells makes room for Hanson. Oh,
holding the ball.
That is incorrect disposal. Jimmy Allen plays on immediately. Finds Kane Smith. He's got his brother, but he's decided to ignore him. Pointing to get running. Oh, he's set up. Stratton, but no, managed to take it. Thought he was going to get stood on then. Stratton looking to give it to someone. Goes back to Kane Smith. Centre half forward he's called. And he's found him. O'Neill. Elliott, I thought that was. And it was Anthony Elliott. They must have a nickname. Comes out the back. Oh, gee, just Jose just went to ground probably when he could have kept his feet. But this time Josh Smith dragged over the line and nothing doing there. We'll have a throw in. What have we got? 23-point margin here. And Lara had plenty of this footy today. Mark my words, they haven't sort of put the cue in the racket all today. Crashing his way through there is Joel John, but he's intercepted and marked by Elliott. Anthony Elliott gives it across to Stratton, who in turn goes to Sam Allen. He's Joel John takes a smother and then gets a free kick.
It was almost one of those Luke Hodge smothers from last week.
Just about. Goes wide. Oh, good mark on that occasion to Trent Richards. Comes into centre half forward, but Kane Smith is going to take the relieving defensive mark for Lara. Decides to go wide to Sam Allen. takes the mark, plays on immediately, starts to direct traffic, dishes off the handball to Prismal. He'll wheel around that left foot, doesn't take it. Jose has got it. Jose up and under. Bloomfield wrestling in the goal square.
Free kick.
Umpire play on. No, through his hands there, out of bounds. Said play on. So the wrestle at the top of the square was okay, but I'm not sure about that kick. Just kicking it to the top, very high into the top of the square. Perhaps one kick sideways, and then you would have been close enough to kick the goal. Mitch Day wins it, knocks it down. Dan Roy at the bottom of the pack. His handball finishes up with Tommy Stewart via Wiseman. He looks, McCormick tries to smother it, but the bounce beats him. Green gets it over. Welve gets it over. Gives it across, to McCormick, but that's smothered. Mitch McKee, quick hands. But it's McCormick goes back and gets it again. Jack Shanahan to centre half forward. Bouncing ball. Who's that at the back? Just didn't get the right bounce, Green. But it's all South Barwon. Comes out with the left. Good kick. Was that Scarlett with his left boot? Come out of there. This is Joel Jarn. Comes to centre half, goes over Mitch McKee's head. He looks like he's spent, Mitch McKee. Comes out to Stratton. You need to get rid of it. Hanson Hadju goes to Big Street. Street goes down the line. He's found Jose. Kick smothered. Did he get a hand on that? Or
I don't think so.
I thought this sounded like a double noise. Bloomfield finds his mate. And playing for the 50 was Prismal. Wheels around with that left foot. Raking left foot towards goal. Kane Smith's there. And it's a minor score. I'll give that to Prismal.
They probably, looks like they're not going to get the win today, Lara, but I don't think it's all doom and gloom for Lara today. I think they've been pretty impressive. I think any other side they would have beaten today, what they've played.
Scarlett goes very wide. Finds his mate in Buckland. Buckland comes down the line, finds his teammate in Trent Richards. Richards gets... This bloke's been impressive. Young Joel Jarn gets down to Hanson. He's got bouncing, almost a falcon there. Gets off Ladgrove. Westwood forces him off the footy. Westwood's got his second for the quarter. He's deadly around them sticks.
Just a little opportunist, isn't he?
That's what he is, mate. Absolute. And probably one of the best of it in the comp. He's the sort of bloke that only needs 4 kicks. He'll get 4 goals. And they're invaluable when it comes to this time of the season. St Mary's 9 points up on Bell Park.
Good to see the Saints have a win.
That's even further reason for Scotty Hoskins telling me to stay away. Told me to stay away last week. Don't come back. 21 points up the Colac Tigers. 10 goals up Newtown on North Shore.
I'm not convinced about Bell Park this year.
Grovedale 37 points up, and Leopold miles up. 10 goals on St Joey's. Crashing his way through the middle. The Lara player in. Trying to work out who that is. Okay, that's Hopper. Street smashes it wide. Off a step. I reckon that was Fisher who kicked it forward. Comes out the back to Schroeder. Schroeder and Matt Taylor. Matt Taylor overruns it. Crashing his way through with Dan Roy. Also now here's Schroeder goes back to have another crack at it. Out the back, Joel Smith. But he's got 2 to beat. Wiseman. Down the line he goes. Wells. Good fist away by McCormick. At the back is Hopper. His handball intercepted by Wiseman. Keeps it in. Then goes... they look back at the boundary. Up goes Mitch Day! Takes the mark. Plays on quickly. He's got one at the top of the square. Got him! 2 metres out. Straight in front.
Handball. Donnie wants the handball. Look at him.
Yeah.
Look at him. Still hovering.
Green, that is. It's got it. Green. Bang. Through the middle. Daniel Green gets Lara's 11th goal, 11-14-80, trail by 22 points in a fairly handy effort against South Barwon.
The 2 things that have hurt them, I think, that they've done a lot of silly things around the ground, and also, their shots on goal early, they missed a lot of opportunities. They were very kickable. 14 behind, 11-14 is not great.
Yeah, just looking at the old 10-year premiership reunion out at Bell Park, the boys will be full of ink and they won't be enjoying it at all.
No, it's never good when you have a loss on a reunion.
No, up we're back in the middle. Street smashes it clear. But it only goes as far as Reese Woods, who in turn gives it over to Trent Richards. Sends it down Westwood. Oh, good mark. Is it Subleach? Very good mark for little fella. Good stretch.
God, that's
for the
another
50.
one he's missed out on.
Yeah, that was a definite 50, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I quickly looked down at the score. So Subleach goes wide. Oh, good. No. Yes, paid the mark to Richards. He's at half forward. Going to have to share it. He's got to find someone. Big Fort rather. Jackson Fort. Well, Big Fort. He gives it across to Buckland. Buckland in turn back to where it came from in Richards. Richards goes down the line. Oh, dropped the mark on that occasion was Ladgrove. Westwood, the bottom of the pack, dishes out the handball. Buchanan Hun, his handball's smothered. Kept it in play though. Whoa! And met at 100 mile an hour by Hopper.
It's good to see that even though they're losing and it's late in the game, that they're still giving efforts like that, Lara.
Yeah, spinning ball, in it comes. Wells wins it down to Buchanan Hun, who doesn't make an effort. The umpire says that's okay though, and we'll have a ball up. 25 out from the South Barwon goal. They lead by 22 points. Street and Wells comes over to Subleach, to Schroeder, to Kane Smith, directing traffic as he with the footy in hand. He goes to Mitch Day. Mitch Day just barrels it off the ground, puts it in front of Jose. Jose bounces off Jose's knee, but oh gee, I thought that was Hopper just got pushed off the footy and ended up with South Barwon through Wiseman over to Dan Roy. Dan Roy off a step. He's went early, but Westwood, here he goes. 3 for the quarter.
Probably 3, as you said, probably 3 kicks and 3 goals.
Yep. And that's the stuff that, yes, I think might have been right. Jordan Duncan, he went early,
yeah,
pushed on the backman, and Ladgrove, I think, probably should have got a free.
A couple of Lara players out there just asking the same question. I think Matty Kershaw's asking the question as well.
Yeah, I think it's
and that was a more obvious one.
Yeah.
The others
went early. You know, the thing is, when they happen at the wrong end of the ground, that in the centre of the ground wouldn't have had an impact, but when it happens right out the front of the goals, it has a massive impact. Up they go. Street gets a hand on it, but it comes down to Joel Jarn. Oh, trying to get his hand on that one was Elliott, but it's Kirby who puts it out in front of the chap we were talking about in Jordan Duncan, who's kicked 5 and lining up for number 6.
So they go and goal for goal, him and Donny.
Yes.
Donny Bloomfield. He's got 6, hasn't he, Bloomfield?
Yep, 6 to Bloomfield, and this is 5
up.
goals 2. Bloomfield's kicked 6 straight. In he comes. Jordan Duncan. Oh, he's got another one. That's 5-3 for the day.
Didn't Donny snap one at the centre of the ground in the first quarter that they called a point?
He did too. That's that point. I was missing a point. I was trying to work out who kicked it. Yeah, it was Bloomfield. You're correct.
Good for something there. My contribution
memory.
For the day,
That's it. That's you. I actually gave that to Mitch Day. So Daisy might be too happy with me.
Average has improved.
Yes, it has. Yeah, he's got 1-3 now instead of 1-4. Ball's at centre half back. Comes across to Jack Shanahan. Loose ball. Oh, good work there from Joel Edwards. Goes out wide to Buckland. Sets it up. Oh, at the back of the pack, the man of the moment. Westwood is kicked 3 for the quarter. Can he get another one? He gets on a roll. Over the top of the footy there. It looked like Richards. No? I'm trying to work out who that is. Oh, yeah, it's Buchanan Hun. He gets ball. It causes the ball up. 20 out. Up goes McCormack. Smashes it forward. Bouncing ball. It's all South Barwon, but gee, chipping into Schroeder, and he tips it over the boundary line, but the umpire just says, let's ball it in.
Just while we have a throw milk, it seems this game looks like it's over. Where are we heading next week? Back to Colac, or is it?
No, it's the week after, I think. I think we're doing St Joey's and Grovedale. We were. That was the original plan. We'll have a look. We'll have a bit of a look maybe after the game to confirm that, but that's what's been instructed to Red Onion and to the GF Footy Geelong. So we'll just, if we change, we change. Out of side, throw in. Newirth and Fort. Swing and a miss from Mitch McKee. Off the ground goes Kane Smith. Trying to pick it up as Newirth. Did he get one in the back? No. Schroeder. Down the line he goes. Mitch Day's the target. Good fist away from him by Tommy Stewart. Trying to keep the ball in play there was Hopper, but he was dispossessed. Comes out by Scarlett to Reese Woods. Woods around the body. Wobbly old kick. Wells. Thought he hung on, but he didn't hang on long enough. McCormick goes back. And out of bounds is the call. We'll have a throw in. 109 plays 80. 29 point margin into what must be, I'm guessing, what are we about? Must be 20, 22 minutes in, I'd guess.
Yeah.
Trying to crash his way through. Then Kane Smith on ground level. Then Jimmy Allen, he's dispossessed. Wells just roosts it to the top of the square. Up, and a good mark by Ladgrove. He in turn gives it over to Stretton. Stretton back to Ladgrove. What can he do? He tries to run away from Fisher. Gets it, sorry, it was Elliott, wasn't Ladgrove? Because that is Ladgrove right there. Or no, that was Schroeder. Schroeder's by Josh Smith. Takes a mark on centre wing. Josh Smith right into the centre of the ground. Oh, you could see that coming. Buckland had the sit over Mitch Day. He in turn goes to Hanson. Easy peasy turnover.
Almost like a training drill, looked that easy.
Yeah, Josh Smith would not be happy with that little turnover there. Set up Mitch Day, and then Buckland, you could see him coming straight from behind over the top. Hanson, who already has 2, lining up for his 3rd goal. And South Barwon's 18th. In he comes. He likes it.
Yep.
Goal umpire does a bit of a theatre to suck us in by going to his right. And yes, the 18th goal for South Barwon. 18 goals, 7 to 11-14. 25 shots apiece. Back to the same scoring numbers again. Just shows you bad kicking's bad footy, doesn't it?
And it does. And, you know, South Barwon, I think last week, they kick 6, was it 6 goals? Something
ridiculous.
Yeah, something similar to what Lara have kicked today, but a few less goals. And this week they've turned it around. So
Bell Park back a point up again on South St Mary's. 18-minute mark of the last quarter, so the reunion mightn't be all doom and gloom. Schroeder, he's dispossessed, comes out, backs himself on this occasion, does Prismal. Goes towards Jose, but he never looked like missing that, Matty Scarlett, did he? Never looked like not getting that footy. His kick finishes up with, is that Kirby? Yeah, Kirby's kick. Goes forward. I'm trying to find the umpire. Oh, it's a boundary. You can't climb the fence. That's why the ball's nowhere to be seen. I'm trying to work what's happened to it. We're throwing out of side. 25 point margin here. 35 point margin, sorry. This it's game over for as far as Lara goes, but credible finish is what would be required. Now Prismal goes by hand. It's picked off by Kirby. Kirby goes with the right. Down the line and finds his teammate in Edwards. Edwards with the left and those green boots. Well, second in line. Oh, it doesn't matter. Second in line and takes a beauty. Clinton Wells has 1 for the day.
Well, Wells, he's been quiet lately, and he was the sort of player I'd tip that might have had a big one today, but it's not a bad thing for South Barwon that Wells can have a reasonably quiet day at the office and you still win by this much.
Oh, that was a drop punt barrel. Westwood, top of the square. Hacked out of midair by Schroeder. Bouncing. Now that's the sort of stuff on TV they pay deliberate.
Yeah, I was waiting
ridiculous
for it.
And ridiculous decision because he kicked it off 1 step, 2 seconds to make
Out of
up.
it back.
Not even that, half a second to make up his mind.
Talk about Dan Roy being the cowboy. You wouldn't see too many cowboys wearing those boots.
It comes out the Smith brothers. Josh is by
give him today, that Prendergast.
Prendergast. He hasn't had many opportunities, but just
hard to judge.
another one they've blooded though. That's it, and that's what they do here. They just keep blooding them. That's where these Joel Jahns and these Edwards and these sort of guys come from. Bouncing ball. Oh, gee, did Dan Roy just hand that? I thought he might have. Yes, Joel Jahn, and then turn gives it over to Richards. One of those ones I'm talking about. And there's Buchanan Hun. Westwood's calling for it, but he's still in there. Gets it out, looking to give it. No, he's decided to do everything himself. Gives it over to his mate in Trent Edwards.
Average kick.
Average kick. It's out of bounds. Out of bounds.
What do you think, about 5 minutes left?
Only 3, I reckon.
3.
Yeah, it's getting dark too, isn't it?
It's getting dark. A few cars leaving.
Yeah. It's going to be a presentation after this game from the Lara players to the Casey Tatunji Future Fund. The Allen brothers are going to make the presentation, which is going to be...
pretty good mates of Casey's, apparently.
Yeah,
as I'm told. So I think that's part of the reason why they decided to donate their match payments, which I believe what's...
Well, if Jimmy Allen's donating his match payments, there's a couple of months worth of dough for anyone. He's getting paid $1 billion out there.
I think Donny might say, hey, I've kicked 6.
Oh!
You can have half.
Up. I think he's hurt himself there, young Duncan. Or is it Hanson? No, it's Hanson. I reckon he's hurt himself. And ball's in dispute. 10 metres out from the South Barwon goal. No, he's all right. He's made of tough stuff. Up it goes again. Street against Wells. Comes over to Hopper, who just happy to see it go over the line. It was Jimmy Allen, sorry. Jimmy Allen goes wide. Very wide. Oh, a great grab from Trent Richards. And he's intercepted by Josh Smith. Smith goes out wide to his brother Kane, who should say give it off to Sam Allen. He does. Sam Allen kicks ordinary. Comes back to Green. Back to Sam Allen. Back to Green. Green goes to ground. And then slams it out. Turnover. Buchanan Hun, he gives it over to his mate in Prendergast. Prendergast to Westwood. Westwood, little chip kick. Goes to Wells. 1-2. Puts up them big dukes and takes the mark. Wells, distance not beyond him, but he decides to play on quickly. He's got just a beautiful kick, and he's spotted up Jordan Duncan. This will be for his 6th. Make no two ways about it. Bell Park back in front by 3 points. Don't know that there's any other close ones. All the others are just about decided, I can tell you. So in he comes. Lines up and got it. Got his 6th. Jordan Duncan has 6. So really the only game of interest. Colac are home by they're 37 points up now, so they're home. Newtown well over 10 goals up on North Shore. Grovedale's kicked into gear. They're now 37 points up on St Albans. And Leopold 55 point up on St Joey's. So the only game of interest is Bell Park and St Mary's.
Bell Park look like they're going to hang on to make the reunion a good night.
Yep. Back in the middle here. 19-8-122 South Barwon. Lara 11-14-80. Prismal dispossessed. Kane. No, that's Stratton. Sorry, they're out of Kane Smith. Kane Smith knocked up getting possessions. Going back, Stewart takes the mark. Bloomfield had a couple to beat there. Oh, big Stavanuta. Just puts out the dukes and takes the mark. Centre wing out of side. It's getting dark. Goes towards Wells. McCormick's done a reasonable job on him. Comes back to Dan Roy. Long bomb from Dan Roy. Westwood was going to go the grab, but the mark is taken by Jordan Duncan. Westwood stood on one of the best marks we've seen in local footy a couple of years ago.
Yeah?
Yeah, on Anzac Day. Stood on top of the pack. It was an absolute ripper. 7 now to Jordan Duncan. Like I said, I thought he got 7 a couple of weeks ago, so he's at a... Dan Roy, is he injured or is he just...
Yeah, he did. He was in the middle of the ground and got up a bit. Pretty average the way he got up.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a bit of cramp or if he copped one in the contest.
8 goals the margin now.
Yeah, it's blown out a bit.
Yeah.
It's disappointing because every time they looked like getting away, Lara would peg them back.
Yep. Street wins it. Stavenuta goes and gets it though. He's wrapped up in a tackle by Street, and the umpire says, "You held it to him, give it to me." Game petering out. I made the comment earlier, Nick, I don't think anyone was ever going to beat South Barwon today. It's a very special day for the club.
Yeah, and
there it is. That's the end of proceedings. Final score, 20 goals 8, 128 South Barwon to Lara 11, 14, 80. I'll give you the goal quick kickers while Nick thinks about who the better players were. For Lara, single to Daniel Green, Dylan Jose, Mitch Day. 2 to Peter Street. 6 to Shaden Bloomfield for their 11. For South Barwon, with singles to Matty Scarlett, Sam Stavenuta, Clinton Wells, Trent Richards and Mitch McKee. 2 to Mitch Fisher, 3 to Darcy Hanson and 7 to Jordan Duncan, which was a good effort. 20 goals 8 in the game, played in good spirit. Yeah, got a bit heated in the third quarter, but to be expected. As I said to you, there's going to be a presentation made from the Lara players to the Casey Tatunji Future Fund after the game. So I think what you're seeing here is the players just acknowledging the importance of the day. Heck, I really do.
Exactly, and it's Matty Kershaw said this morning. He said, in the end, it's just a game of footy.
Yep.